Hello everybody, it's the 12th of May today, and I'm looking at my fusion oak project, which went into its first bonsai pot in February of this year. Was it March? Early spring, late winter, one of the two. And as you can see, it has decided, well, that's cool, I'm not bothered by that, and it's barely missed a beat, and is growing away rather nicely. So I thought, well, I could do a kind of timey-wimey video on this. So today what I want to do is just cut back. I mean, some of the shoots are 4, 5, 8 to 10, or 4 to 5 inches, 8 to 10 centimeters in extension now, and obviously I don't really want them to be growing quite as bad as that, and otherwise I'll end up with a full-size oak tree, not a bonsai. So I'm just cutting back to an outward facing bud. Hopefully that'll do two things. That'll cause it to, in fact I want to take off that piece that was growing into there. That'll cause it to back bud a little, and keep it compact. Some of the individual trees in this, well, there are 9 in total, and there is a playlist. You can go back and look at the creation of this project, from 9 trees grown from seed, collected. Yeah, some of them are more vigorous obviously than others, and they don't all have the same colour palette. And this one, for example, is very red, and that one is very green, and that's why fusion often usually done from cuttings where possible, so that you get all the trees identical. But oak don't grow too well from from cuttings, and I had the acorns, so, but I like it anyway. I have a number of buds breaking in places I don't really want them, so I'm just going to get rid of those, and the tree can put its energy into areas I do want it to. A bit of dye back there, so we'll get rid of that, and if that shoot extends I might even wire it out. So that's it, and we'll put this one back on the bench and drop in on it from time to time. It's the 27th of July and my oak fusion project. I have worked on it a couple of times. Forgotten I was making a timey-wimey video, so didn't film it. But I've been chopping it back to encourage extra ramification, and so far so good. I keep getting little pieces emerging from the base, so I'm just yanking them off when they show themselves, I think of it, and otherwise I'm just pinching out the new growth as it comes, and the tree is responding rather nicely. There's another long straight piece there which I'll get rid of. So yeah, I'm really pleased. It's showing some promise. There's a couple of patches of I was going to say mould, but it's not mould, it's when the tree has been dry, and we had some hot dry weather, something mildew, downy mildew, anyway, You would think it's formed when the tree is too wet, but it actually is a sign that the tree was too dry at the roots for a period. So need to keep an eye on that to make sure the tree doesn't dry out if we ever get any hot weather again. At the moment it's quite pleasant. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's a bit damp. We've had some drizzle. I'm actually going to shorten that piece. The tree's getting quite wide, and there's a couple of pieces here which are threatening to obscure the trunk, and having created this 9-tree fusion trunk, which I'm really quite pleased with, I want to show it off. So let's just nip those out as well. Yeah. It's better. Now you can see the trunk more clearly. Pop it back on the bench and we'll come back perhaps in the autumn. It's the 15th of August and the tree is, well, some of the leaves are looking a little worse for wear. They got a bit fried up during that dry spell in June, but the tree has responded by pushing out new shoots, and I'm just pinching those out as they shoot back to one bud. Letting it develop. I probably could have pinched that one back a bit sooner, but there you go. And we'll just continuing on. It's the 8th of December today, and 8th of December, what am I talking about? Wishing the year away. 8th of September is what it actually is. And I think I'm going to wrap up this video here. Not much else going to happen to it. I've got a couple of new shoots here that have elongated and I'm going to cut back, but otherwise there's a shoot coming out of the very base of the trunk there, and here I have some dieback. I think one of the original 9 trees that was fused into this trunk has died, which is a shame. I had my doubts about it in the spring, but I thought it was going to make it, but no, it's died off, leaving an interesting hollow. Probably not in a good place to become a new front of the tree, although if I remove this piece, so yeah, that could make an interesting front with a hollow. In fact, the more I looked at that, the more I'm thinking that works well. Let me know what you think. This was always my thoughts of a front, but now that could work equally well. Of course, I could just put this on a bench halfway up the garden so that I see one side as I walk up the garden and one side as I walk down. Yeah, that might be a good compromise. I should probably want to thin out a bit of the canopy, maybe of crossing branches, etc. In the winter when the leaves have fallen, and I'll make a video of when I do that then. So for now, all that's left to do is to say thank you so much for watching. Do all the usual YouTube things, the liking, the subscribing, comment below, let me know what you think. That side or indeed that side. But most of all, please, stay safe, everybody.